Okay, welcome, fellow architects and faithful followers, to the stream. We're gonna keep going here with Symphonia. I'm willing to keep going at this point. Apparently I did not save after being that boss, I guess, or did I? No, this is... Oh, hello, Achula. Welcome. Thanks for coming. I heard that you're starting to you're gonna do a new thing tonight. You're gonna do an extended a talking portion of your stream, are you? I may have saved. Let me just check to see what text Colette has. Just tag stuff and see how it goes. Nice, dude. Hope it goes well. Tired of all these fish and starfish and stuff. Stop whining. The Chosen isn't complaining. I'm sure she's just as bubbly as usual. Hang in there, Genius. It'd be bad if I got tired of this place before Lloyd did. I'll keep my head up. How's Lloyd doing anyway? This rules. Check it out. Water shoots out. Sorcerer's Ring is so weird. How does it work? Magnets. How do they work? Oh, that's right. We gave him a toy to play with. I'm playing Streets of Rage 4, so it's been a bit harder to have more focused conversations during gameplay, so I thought this would be a nice change. Right, it's true. It can be hard. As you've seen me struggle some times, you know how hard it can be to talk and play. Unless you know the game really well. Yeah, I've beaten this guy already, so yeah, I did save properly. Yeah, unless you know the game really well, it's hard to talk and like to kind of chat while also playing the game. You're trying to like think about all the stuff you have to do and remember, and I'm always trying to practice getting better at that. Fight some of these guys along the way here. After like a couple days of not playing.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Great! Whirlwind!
I'm gonna be using Colette for a little while because I think.
Are you okay?
Don't overdo it.
Genius. I don't know. I'm having a hard time.
I bet you okay? Reveal thy glory. I got it. Photon.
Don't overdo it. Tiger Blade.
I'm having a hard time. It seems like you've had a bit of a tepid impression so far. I find the game very hard to play from a gameplay perspective. Until I figured out kind of a little bit how to actually play it. I had to look up after the second stream. I was about ready to give up because I was like, man, I do not know how to play this game at all. I don't understand how. And I think mostly because I was playing Genius, and Genius's attacking is terrible. Like his attack speed, as opposed to playing as Lloyd. Lloyd has a 3-hit combo that staggers things, and Genius has a because I like mages, right? So I wanted to play as Genius, but I used him, and his attack is terrible. And normally it wouldn't be a problem if your attack is terrible, but the thing is like. You use up your TP, and then you can't do anything with Genius anymore, and he doesn't have a long-range attack, he just has this little stick hit, right? So you gain TP from hitting things, so I tried that, and it wasn't really working. So when I switched back to Lloyd, the combat got better. Tepid impression so far. So I think there's that, and then so far in terms of like characterizations and stuff, doesn't seem like there's that much that's standing out to me. It seems like a fairly like generic. I mean, again, this is a little unfair because I haven't played the whole game yet, and I know that RPGs are slow starts. They take a little while to get going. But it seems like the story and characters, they seem more or less sort of
Never stood a chance.
generic, a sort of anime or a JRPG kind of thing. Kind of reminds me of the Tales of the Trails of the Sky games, or but yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think it stood out to me, characterization wise. There is a number of moments. Here's what I will say, as sort of a critique about not only this game, but sort of JRPGs like this game, like the Trails of the Sky series, like those kinds of games, those kind of sort of like anime JRPGs. Is there's a number of scenes that seem very bloated with dialogue, where doesn't really need to be, and I feel like that slows the game down. So, like, I mean, there's many little examples. They happen. There are little things that happen during the game. For example, when you went back to General Door's house, and you went to go to check out what he was up to. There's a cutscene that plays. Pretty long game, and some of it seems to drag. Yeah, there's a cutscene that plays when you enter the door, and the characters go, "Huh, where is he?" And then you hear a noise from the basement, and the characters go, "Oh, there's something coming from the basement. We should go check it out." Yeah, you're right. Let's go do that. Like that cutscene can just be taken out. All you have to do is enter the house, make the game make a noise in the basement, and then you go, I'm gonna go check that out because as the player, I'm here to talk to Door. He's probably in the basement. That's kind of a small example, and so like that kind of keeps happening where it's like, why is this dialogue here? And I understand sometimes the need to
time to set up camp.
Have characters to let the characters breathe, right? To let the scenes breathe in order to get characterization going, right? Sometimes you just need characters to just talk to each other about whatever, right?
Yes, but if this is going
sometimes
to
it can be a little bit,
like
you said, it sort of seems to drag on where it's like, it's obvious what I have to do here.
Colette is going to have a difficult journey ahead of her. For the time being, I'm going to call the phenomenon angel toxicosis. Colette, are you okay? Does it hurt?
I'm fine. It'll go away soon. I'm sorry for worrying everyone.
Yeah, I think where this is going right now, this is where the story's going right now could be interesting. I think it's pretty obvious to me, and maybe I'm wrong, right? I'm just gonna take make a prediction. Remiel is actually the bad guy, and what we're doing to Colette is actually a bad thing, and it's not actually making her like an angel like we think it is.
Okay, that's enough. You're not allowed to apologize anymore, okay?
And one of the things that hints to that is that, we're trying to like go all over the world and get the MacGuffins, right? The fire seal and the water seal. And it's like we've already done that in the first 10 hours, so there's a lot more game after that. So I fully expect there to be a plot twist where it's Remiel's the bad guy and he was trying to create some kind of, I don't know, monster from Colette, but
Colette, you're still up?
I couldn't sleep.
You may feel better now, but you still need to rest.
I know. I'll go to sleep in a little bit.
But still...
whoops.
Kratos is still awake too. See?
That's because he volunteered to be the Night Watch. You need to rest.
Okay.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Please. Dream some good dreams for me, Lloyd.
An odd thing to say. Dream some good dreams for me. Okay. Yeah, I think my first impressions of the game were very bad because I wanted to play as Genus, and it's really hard to play as him because once you run out of magic, you can't do anything, and then you're really meant to play the game as Lloyd. I think the first playthrough, and then like maybe in New Game Plus you can play as other characters better or something. It seems like that way at least. But I think there's several alternate events that narratives you can get in this game, including different endings. If I remember right, some of them have some pretty significant effects on the game. Really? Is it it's one of those kinds of games, is it? I mean, I'm going to assume, because again, this is sort of there's a bunch of tropes that are common to anime JRPGs. So, and I feel like when I say that, people mostly understand what I mean. It's like the art style and the general flow of the plot, characterization of most characters are a certain way in sort of anime RPGs. And I fully expect that there's a what do you call it? Like a familiarity system that's like hidden. Like you can of all the like this is a very famous anime JRPG trope. There's probably a hidden system in the game where you can like be more acclimated to certain characters, and you can change their dialogue with you depending on who likes you the most. It's a very anime JRPG thing. For sure, you nailed it. Okay, there you go. That's kind of what you kind of expect going in. All right, well, nothing really happened. I fought a guy and then didn't return. I can't believe this is how we get to and from this island. This is uneventful too. Like you figured something would happen along the way, but no. Alright, so we're fully healed. Also, it's been a little hard to kind of figure out how text and EX skills work. I'm not a huge fan of the way that you use text. I would rather there be like assigned to a button, and then me being able to switch them out rather than them all being on like different combinations of buttons. But you know, I think this game does it better than many. Like it doesn't just alter or throw away dialogue. Really interesting. Okay. Let's see here. It's the ability to do so. Well, that's bad. Getting boring. What's wrong? Well, this whole seal-breaking thing is starting to get boring. No. I haven't forgotten the people of Iselia and all the other victims. Which version are you playing, by the way? I played the GameCube one. I'm playing in the PC re-release. I can destroy everything. It's just the easiest way for me to play it, rather than hook up a key GameCube. To my, I'm not sure if Elgato would even work with that, but all right. So we got the seal here. My bad. No worries. I also didn't read any reviews on the store page that was like, this report is really bad. It mostly was good reviews, so. I guess I can put it this way. I'm liking the game enough to give the newest game, the one that's coming this year, a shot. So that's something. Especially because I hear that there's some changes to the battle system and stuff. But even though it's fundamentally still like a very, at its core, sort of a Tales of combat system. Let's see. Right, we got the statue. Right, I remember now. We got the statue, so now we can head back to the House of Salvation and give him the statue, or maybe just report to him the statue and that I have it, and then we can go to the dude. Or I can just go to the dude right now, maybe?
Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Alright, so... Oh, also, another thing that helped was I played the game... I started the game playing semi-auto. Top left there, top right there. Don't do that. Playing manual is way better. I also had to Google that because I was like, this feels so weird, right? It feels way better to play manual because not only do you control your character better, but it makes it easier to jump. Jumping is really weird in semi-auto. You have to like guard and then push up. It just doesn't feel good.
Get out of here! Beef! Gotta know when to go.
Whoops! I ran away by accident. This is the ruins of that place, right? Oh.
Don't get too
So there's a number of changes I made to
No way!
make the game feel better. Basically, what I did was to make, when I started playing the game a little more like I know it's gonna sound stupid, but because it's like, oh well, of course that you would say that, but when I did start playing the game more like a Dark Souls game, it felt way better because the game is essentially like that, where you like you do a combo or whatever, you do like your triple. Like for in Lily's case, you do like the
No way!
1, 2, 3, and then like you do like an ability like Beast or Tiger Blade or something, and then your opponent will get a chance to have their turn, right, kind of thing. So when I started playing the game to be more like you do your thing and then your opponent does his thing and you just guard, so I just kind of like do that kind of rhythm, then the game got a lot more manageable. It's right, so here, there you go. That's what you do in Dark Souls, right? Is you can't just mash, right? I thought Tales of the games were more like hack and slashes, but they're actually more like guarding is super important, and so you have to just take your turn with your opponent, which is a very Dark Souls-y thing to play. Okay, so he doesn't seem to care that I got it. That's fine. I'll rest. 100 gold. Oh, you're unable to sleep, Chosen. No, I'm fine. Voiced by the guy who voices Robin in Teen Titans Go. Wondering why they sound so similar. Yeah, that's Scott Menville, and if you actually look at his discography or his career, he's actually quite storied. He's been in the business for a while, many decades, but he only has like 3 voices. Princess Leia, hey! Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe and happy and healthy. Yeah, I was a big voice actor fan. Exactly, Robin's voice. Yeah. One of the reasons why he's such a wanted voice actor, even though he only has a limited amount of voices and stuff, is because he's one of the very few men who can do like a young teenage boy voice. It's very rare that you're still able to do that when you're an adult. So, because usually that's reserved for like female voice actors and stuff.
Here we go.
Demon Fang.
Trying to, that's good.
Out of my sight.
I beg of you to reveal thy glory.
I should probably. What if I should
All
stop
right.
Rain from casting Photon? That's the problem so far. Yeah, I used to be very into like voice acting and voice. Ironic, huh? Because I know that I do
This
sometimes
is gonna be a piece of cake. No way. Too slow.
like
Whirlwind.
I'm not the best person to do voices and stuff, but I used to really love doing it, even just for fun. And so I used to know a lot of voice actors.
Never stood a chance.
So Scott Menville has been the voice of Robin for like my life, like most of my life, and so it just fits for me. You know what? It's probably the north. It's probably this way. How to get it set up? Jump back if you're still streaming. Usually go later than we do. Yeah. Well, I do. And good luck on that stream. I hope that everything goes well.
This is gonna be a
I'll have to
piece of
see
cake.
about watching some of the VOD.
I can't concentrate. Are you okay?
See.
Don't
Oh,
overdo it.
please.
Reveal thy glory.
Don't overdo
Angel
it.
feathers.
First aid.
Don't get in my way.
I gotta watch the. She has hyper. They have hyper armor whenever you try to. When they try to get up from being prone. Almost.
No way.
See you, Princess Leia. Good luck. Oh, that guy tried to sneak up on me.
Don't get too comfortable.
You notice that after a while, hang on. I noticed that after a while, the enemies will start to rush you.
No. Don't get in my way. Ready? I beg of thee to reveal thy glory. Angel feathers.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
I'm having a hard time
Work.
understanding spaces.
I beg of thee to reveal thy glory.
Fiddling with.
Angel feathers.
Stuff here.
Light. Photon.
Was that a bit too much?
You know, in looking up how to play this game properly, like basically I googled how to make this, like make Tales of Symphonia not play as bad, or like how to play the game, and like a lot of people were saying like switch to manual, block way more, and stuff like that. And I saw that there's a new game plus, and I'm thinking maybe the game will get a little more like better for me in New Game Plus, because they'll be like, you'll have access to more stuff, you know, and that's always fun for me. Whenever I do like a playthrough of a game, I usually a replay through of a game. I will usually try to give myself more options, right? So like in Chrono Cross, for example, when I do replays and like build runs and challenge runs of that game, I hack the game, I mod the game so that I have access to all the characters. Oh no, it depends on the run, but I have access to all of the elements, and then I self-impose rules on myself, so I don't like end up using the highest tier spells on like the basic enemies from the beginning of the game, because then that's makes it a little too easy. So I still want like progression, but I want the options to mess with stuff. The trouble with so many RPGs, and it's understandable why it's like this, but trouble with so many RPGs is that for the first like good chunk of the game, it's very slow to start. And it's understandable because of how complicated the systems can get, but like it's so often where you'll just not have many abilities at your disposal, or many party members at your disposal, and it's like I want to use them, I have access to them. No, I just remember that I'm looking at you. Wonderful. Now you can look at the pieces you like. Alright. Let's start reading it right away. It's written in a very old style. What does it say? There's quite a lot of text. Colette, please read aloud just the parts that concern the seals. Let's see what were the torn parts. Raging flames in an ancient city deep within clouds of sand. Neat. Overlook the city, lighting the darkness. Pure, flowing water, floating, overflowing in an isolated land. Becomes a giant pillar and rains down from the sky. Sublime wind, ancient city, the world's enshrined in the center of a giant stone seal lurks evil, impersonating a holy force, which is Remiel. Shining, gazing upon up at the summit of the gods, giving praise to the pillars of the world. From the top of the tower of ancient god, two giant, rest is too damaged, I can't read it. Then how, we don't know even how many seals are left. Indeed. Raging Flames part of the beginning must be the Seal of Fire, while that part is the water one. Seal of Wind must be the Asgard ruins. Travel to Asgard, that we should be able to find some clues. What about gazing up at the summit of the gods? It's probably the Tower of Mana. Oh, okay, so there's two different towers. Hey, Chet3. Good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your night. What are you up to? From there, you can see the mountains around the Tower of Salvation. So there's two different towers there. So it's probably the summit of the gods. But what seal is that? I don't know. Oh well. At any rate, we know where the seals are now. Let's get going. Thanks, Gramps. Thank you so much. Come back whenever you look at whatever you like if you want to look at it again. You too. Yeah. I've been doing all right. A little. Oh, so much dialogue. The angelic language is pretty difficult. Celestial, if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I didn't really understand what was written. I've read nothing but books written in angelic language since I was a child. Really? So, I wonder if I could learn to read if I study. Sure. The language is the basis for the language of this world. Huh. Yeah, the grammar hasn't changed significantly. Yeah, and I'll teach you if you'd like. I can provide some instruction as well. Oh wait, so Kratos can also read it? Maybe there's a plot. That was said earlier. Need to sign? No. Both have traveling back and forth between Asgard and Palmacosta. Asgard, interesting. We have Yggdrasil and Asgard. So we have a couple of references to road pass. Right, maybe proceed. Wait, do we have a road pass? Key items. Red card, purple card. I don't think we have. I don't think we have that. He said we have that, but I don't think we have that. Let's see. I would like to stock up a little more on orange gels before we move on. No shop around here, looks like, though. Alright, I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay. Alright, so where are we now? Camera turn down. There you go. Our side of the... What's going on over here? Sandy Beach, I don't see anything notable there. A guy. Well, there you go. So yeah, after a while, I'm not encountering enemies. You're oh!
No way!
Don't overdo it.
No way!
Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. First aid.
Like, this is how I fight enemies. His turn. There I go. And like depending on, you have to like kind of understand enemies' abilities and stuff. Some enemies will attack more than once.
Sorry. Don't get in my way.
Too slow.
Work.
And also, sometimes your allies can block, can
Aren't we clever?
can stagger enemies, and in which case they lose their turn, which is again a very Dark Soulsy thing. So
That was easy.
that was easy. Let's see. Yeah, I think everyone's pretty healthy. I don't know if this is the right way to go. This might be like the save of the game. Because if this is like an old school JRPG, like this is like 2004, then it might be that I'm going into like dangerous territory where I'm not supposed to go.
No way!
Show us right power! Aren't we clever? Don't overdo it.
Are you okay?
You know, just gonna
No way!
jump over this guy. But it's really hard to do sometimes is actually target the guy you want. There you go.
Don't overdo it.
Like being on a 2D plane is actually really inconvenience.
Don't get in my way.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Also, this game, like many anime JRPGs, suffers from that. Like I think I mentioned this last stream
Never
with
stood
the
a chance.
like. You know what we should do? We should make every combatant like do their like barks. Barks are like, is this Asgard? No. Barks are like when a character goes like and we're gonna make characters do it every time, every attack, every jump, jump, and it just really, comes across as really annoying if you actually not pay attention. If you pay attention to it. But it's interesting. There's a cutscene here, even though I don't think I was directed. Was I directed here? I was sure about the Wind Shrine. I sure about the Wind Shrine. I think I was going there, but also Asgard. The game seems to be opening up a little bit here. As they say. This building is an altar that was used to offer sacrifices to the gods more than 5,000 years ago. Later, King Balacruff passed away and... Professor, that's enough. What do you mean enough? I'm just gonna ignore you. Huh. This is why those with no spirit of inquiry are doomed. Inquiry are doomed. Oh wait, no, it's a village. I thought it was like a ruin. The dude here. Oh, I thought he was a shopkeeper. Whoa, nice. Whoa, nice graphics. I can see if this is anything interesting. Okay, it's not actually a village then. I'm walking with a dog named Pepe. Pepe the dog. This is not something that Colette can read and touch. Oh, never mind. Maybe I actually can't go in there yet. Balacruff Mausoleum Sightseeing Guide. Oh, nothing else is there. Alright, well, we'll come back here, I guess.
Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Here we go! Tiger
Raise
Demon
rock.
Fang.
No way!
Nice.
Out of my sight!
Right. Photon.
Aren't we clever?
What helps is when...
Item
Another thing that helped
Don't overdo it.
when I had to figure out how to play this game.
That was just
Just,
warming
yeah,
up.
not using Genius for one thing. You can't stagger people easily, and you get staggered out of your spells, and stuff like that. Because out of TP, you can't do anything really. And the other thing was strat. It was like changing this around so that everyone attacks the same target. which is funny because I actually find that the opposite is true in what's it called? Trials of Mana. There's another game I'm playing off stream. I played off stream for a little while. I'm planning on restarting it and doing it on stream. Probably a few games out, a little while after I finish this. But yeah, when I changed this around to like attacking the same target, it worked. But in Trials of Mana, I actually find that more fun when I tell the other AI to attack other people other than the one I'm attacking, because then I can actually have fun, like attacking and dodging the guy I'm fighting, while they can fight other guys who are going to distract me.
Huh? No way! Hot take!
Hellhammer! Great thrust!
Blame your fate.
Very good. Because in Trials of Mana, actually, it's a lot more of a hack and slash. I find, but it's still, I don't know, it still is enjoyable to play. And
More of them!
Oop.
No way!
Great thrust!
Beast!
Light! Photon!
Take! All right.
Because usually I prefer like more, you know, tactics games or turn-based games because they're kind of fun.
This
to,
is
like,
gonna be a piece of cake. No way!
choose options and stuff.
Great satellite!
Light! Photon!
But one thing that really helps is like I think every
Are you okay?
action RPG needs a dodge roll,
No way!
and in this game all you have is a
That was
backstep that's
just
kind of hard to use. I mean, I'm sure if you're like a really skilled player, you can use it no problem. I just find guarding and then hitting back is a very inefficient way to dodge an attack, and it only works when going in one direction, backward. So yeah, I just don't find that useful. Whereas in Tales and Trials of Mana, you have
That won't work.
you have
Don't get in my way!
a dodge roll, and you can dodge roll in midair too.
Do it.
That was nice. You can jump and dodge roll.
Blame your fate.
Look at this. Chris still has all his health, all his TP rather. Ah, this is Asgard. So being able to like move in a 3D space and also being able to dodge roll in any direction is good. One thing, I'm gonna complain about it a lot probably when I get around to playing Trials of Mana, because it's a Square Enix game. I guess I don't know why, but the lock-on is once again terrible. It's so bad in that game. Like the game is fun, but my goodness, the camera is trash. I don't know why you would make the game like you'd test the camera out and you'd be like, all right, how do I get this game, the camera to do what I want to do? What do you think the human answers are actually used for? Yeah, it doesn't look like they're making anything. It just looks like they're all doing is deliberately making people suffer. The only thing I can say for certain about them is, they have to be stopped. Like again, it's the Dark Souls thing. I've been spoiled by Dark Souls the lock-on, where it's like you control if you lock onto an enemy, the whole point of lock-on is that you are focused on that enemy. Like you don't you know, you want to be able to look to see your left and right of the enemy, sure, right? But if you're concerned about other enemies around you, then you don't use the lock on. You keep free aim the camera and look around you, so you're able to what's the word? Manage those enemies. But so when the lock on is so lazy that it doesn't actually follow the enemy and keep them in the center of my screen, it just gets so frustrating. There are a number of times in playing Trials of Mana, the remake, where I just get hit because I couldn't see where the attack was coming from, like on the ground. Like it has the little like markers to tell you where attacks are coming from. Typhoon. Okay, now we have money. He's using this. Where is the guy, the crafter guy? He's wearing the fine guard. 4,000 of the paralysis charm. Here you go. Right here. I can get the Masamune and then get this. Place her ring. Also, so far all the gear has been pretty pretty boring in this game. Like it does makes you do more damage and it gives you more defense. It's extremely there's nothing like cool about the gear, and that's disappointing. Get this right now. Feather robe. Ring can wear this. Ring can wear this. Okay, so I don't know. There's really no point in having all these different weapons when they're all functionally the same. They'll just do more damage. It's very, very disappointing. Earth dagger. He says daggers? Steel sword, Hydra dagger. Okay, I'm gonna buy Masamune and a Hydra dagger, I think. And maybe a slicer ring. One of these. I don't know. Should I upgrade everybody? Nah, I mean, she doesn't really need. Unless she gets more magic attack, but I'll go with this. Then you go this guy. So this is gonna be better. This is up. It's going up, right? So. Sinclair. Okay, and then Mystic Ring. Unless there's some kind of hidden effect on stuff, maybe. Earth Dagger. Right, yeah. And then wasn't there like some kind of weird thing where like I can't upgrade stuff that people are equipped with? Which is kind of silly. Robe. Circlet. Fine guard, robe. I don't know what makes what here. Feather robe. Cloak. Alright, black silver. Let's see. both can use this, so I can use 2 of those here. And then a white robe. Buy a white robe. Or a feather robe. I need money for, make sure I have enough money for items, and then I need leftovers just in case. Yeah, this is perfect. Two of these, both of them for Colette and Rain, and then 1 white robe. So yes, this, and then gold circlets. Like, I don't know. It's just it's such a shame when it's not plain. Like, why does gear be so boring and just be like straight stat sticks? That's like the worst thing in an RPG is stats. Like, RPGs are all about customization and stuff. So that's a big big downside for me. Yeah, it does a significant attack boost, but what else does it do? Mystic ring, holy cow. And then, that's good. Gotta be a shop around here for items. Hello? Here we go. So, increases the encounter rate, reduces the encounter rate. I have max of these. Magic lenses, stone charm, protects against petrify and heavy. That would be nice to have. There you go. And let's save the rest of our money. It's important to always have a little bit of surplus. I never like spending all my money because you never know when you might need a little extra cash for other things. And let's save the game. I don't know, I just feel like when weapons don't have different effects and they're just like stat sticks, it just feels like it's just kind of busy work. Or you're just like, why don't you just give me more attack power as I level? If it's gonna be like this bare bones, you know? Like I may as well just not even have to put in the work to upgrade stuff and buy stuff. And I could just level up as I go. There's no difference. It makes no difference. Of course, you're gonna put on the highest level thing you have. Cause what do I want? Do I want the thing that has 10 attack or the thing that has 5 attack? Oh, I don't know. It's a tough decision. 400 gold. Anything up here? Why? Nothing back here. Still haven't quite figured out if this is the kind of game, or the kind of RPG that has stuff in the drawers and things. I'm suspecting not at this point. I haven't yet to find anything by mashing X on, or mashing A on things. Here, my hey. Let's see if I have to talk that like this. It looks like there aren't any customers on Dragons coming today. It's boring. Even though just a little while ago we used to get lots of carriages from Luin. What is this? What the? Lately, the number of people traveling on dragons has dropped drastically. Dragons? You can travel on dragons? It's really sad. Because of that Linar, Aisha was chosen to be the next ritual dancer. Is this another inn? Why are there so many inns here? I assume the other have rooms have nothing in them. This is the way out of town, probably. Nope. He's hiding. He's a master hire. Is he back here? Nope. I like that the music finally changed for the towns. This basically actually kind of matches the area, which was one of the problems I was having musically, with how like every town seemed like the same kind of chipper tunes. Feeling my daughter too is make sure she's not attack which bitch she says with a half elf. Okay. This is an interesting looking place. Ransacked looking place. Oh. That's something. Here, Lloyd, it's a fairy tale series. Fairy tale is genius, really? Fine, let's see. Chronica Angelorum, Volume 1. Oh, the angel story. That's just a legend about the world's regeneration. Yeah, let's have a look. In the beginning, a vast and timeless tree eagered the heart of the world. From its branches grew an endless crop of mana, primordial element of all life. Its leaves thrummed with a boundless, vibrant energy. Humankind harnessed that mana, that energy, and ruled over the world as gods. Mana begat the study of magic technology. Magic technology in turn begat war. Two great nations, Silverant and Telethia. Or no, Telethia is the Chronicles thing. Tetha Allah. Tetha Allah. Shared not in common, but a bitter mutual hatred. I'm assuming Tetha Allah is where Remiel is from. As their war progressed, it drained the great tree of its life and mana. But even as the world tree withered, mankind would not hear of peace. In time, their war gave rise to the Desians, a race of blind and hateful greed. Wait, are they a different race of people? They drove the world to its knees and nearly extinguished all life upon. I thought they were like a different nation. This writer sure likes to use big words. I'm the translator, not the author. It was written in Angelian originally. Is there any more of the story? I don't see volume 2 here. Okay, so it looks like when there is something somewhere, you can just hit, it pops up and says examine, right? So I don't have to mash A on things then. Oh, just saw it. Look, Chronica Angelorum Volume 2. Taking pity upon mankind in this folly, the goddess Martel sent unto the world a boy to serve as her agent. He brought the warring nations to accord, sealed away the Desians, and restored peace to the world. Yet it was too late to save the great tree, whose branches had forever withered, and it was lost to the world. So spoke the king of Tetha Allah. As penance for bringing war upon this land, we will leave it for all time. Upon hearing those words, Mythos drew upon the divine power of Martel, erect a tower that reached the heaven. We're definitely gonna meet Mythos, aren't we? Martel too, probably. I mean, it's not really a hard thing to guess, right? Most JRPGs will have like they'll mention all these characters, right? And you'll meet them. You meet those characters. It's less common that you hear about characters that you never meet. People of Teth'Ala scaled it, never halting their march until they had come to live upon the moon. Really, the king of Silverant spoke thusly. Let us construct a portal to link our worlds, that we may not be forever lose our bond with our brothers of Teth'Ala. Hearing honest love and contrition in the king's plea, Mythos once more called upon the power of the goddess. Serving as her instrument, he created a great stone gate that would open only when the moon was full. Wow, the folks from Teth'Ala live on the moon? That's just a fairy tale, Lloyd. No, it's not. It's not a fairy tale. There are no fairy tales in JRPGs. Everything that you read is what's happening. Nothing lives on the moon. What? You've been there to check? Not personally, no. How do you know that somebody could be living there right now? Fine, I suppose there could be the tiniest possibility of that utter unlikelihood. I'm not sure why Rain would be so resistant to the idea. It's not like... I mean, she hasn't been... I mean, what do they even know about the moon? I guess is the question. Alright, well that's some lore there. That's all that'll come into play later on. Much later on, probably. I was looking for this Pete character. Hello, are you Pete? Are you child Pete? Oh, you are Pete. You'll find me. You probably should stop the game because people are getting very nervous. Hey, can I go tell this child? Ah. Hello? Hope Liner isn't doing something soon. Oh, examine. Oh, one of these chef guys. I am the mysterious gourmet, the Wonder Chef. I shall teach you the recipe for a dish that stirs the blood of people of hunting cultures. Meat stew. Oh man. Thanks for the help with the volume, but I don't know. I don't know why it's so loud. It's the only thing that's loud in the game. Those occasional sound clips. It shouldn't be. All the audio settings are balanced. What's this for? How strange. Up. My show has chosen me the stone dies ritual. It's beautiful. For her to be chosen of all time. Hey, Noah. Good to see ya. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're having a good time tonight. And, yeah. I believe I broke man's treasure vase. No, I'll be chosen for the next sacrifice for sure. What should I do? There's human sacrifices happening in this village? Hey, are you the chief or the elder or... Nope. I figured we could see this at the top of the top house. Doing good, just chilling. How about you? Yeah, pretty good. I decided I would continue with this game. After the second stream, I was about ready to give up because it was not clicking to me. But the game got a little better. I still have my issues with it so far, but it's, you know, I want to be fair to it. Oh, Noah with the 5 months. What a monster. Thank you, Noah. Thank you very much. How long is this game? I think it depends on how much time you spend, but I heard it's a longer game. I'm gonna try to see if I can stream a little more often, see if I can get through it a little faster. But yeah, I've heard that it is a longer game, so like maybe 60 hours or so. 50, 60 hours. I think it depends it depends on, you know, how thorough you're being. Look at me there. Aaron stuff is moving. No, it makes sense. So longer than an average Dark Souls game. Yeah, playthrough for sure. Dark Souls, the first playthrough, even first playthrough is like 30 or 40 hours, I'd say. Depending how much you die and all that kind of stuff. But story-based JRPG is like this. Generally longer. There's a lot more dialogue and stuff. Lloyd, state the historical background of this ruin. Let's see. It's a temple where Cleo III held a ritual to offer a sacrifice to the summoned spirit of wind. I was like 55 or 60 hours. Yeah. My first playthrough of Dark Souls 2 was like 80 or 90 hours or something. Which was my very first Dark Souls game, and it was a struggle. So that's kind of what's happening here, where like I want to give this game a fair chance. I know a lot of JRPG, like anime JRPGs like this one, they're slow to start, and so I want to be fair to it, especially because someone viewer requested it. That's why I'm trying to stick with it. And I think that that's kind of what you have to do for some games. Goodness, that's crazy. I think a decent chunk of mine was soul farming. Yeah, mine was just like dying a lot and not knowing what to do and stuff. Because it was my first time playing it. I had never played any Souls games before. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how long it was, but it was like 70 or 80 hours or something. I remember there's a mechanic in Dark Souls 2 where if you kill enemies like a dozen times, they will stop respawning. It's the only game in the series that does that, but there's something to be said for the usefulness of that, because you know the idea being, hey, if you've beaten this enemy 12 times in a row like already, you've proven the game you can beat this enemy, you know, move on kind of thing. That was the idea behind that mechanic. And so there are some places in the game in my first playthrough where I had despawned enemies. Have you learned nothing at all in these past 5 years? PE and art and never mind. No perfect form. This delicate curve is said to express the flight of the summoned spirit of wind through the sky. In addition, it is said that the stone is infused with a large volume of mana, and at night, although currently due to an mana shortage, the mana infused in the stone is said also to be fading. I remember you telling me about that. Did my friend stop by? Yeah, Chethries did stop by. Yeah, just to check in, see what's up. Asked him what he was up to. Said nothing much, you know. Listen, Liner, this is my mention in the breaker. If we use this bomb, we can easily destroy this confounded dais. But Harley, this is a rare and valuable remnant of the Balacruf dynasty. You can't destroy it. What are you talking about? As things stand now, Aisha may be killed. What are you two doing? Yeah, who are you? It's not like what you think. We weren't trying to destroy the ruin at all. What did you just say? Oh, it's a goofy music again. These guys said they're planning to destroy the stage. Monk S. You call ourselves human beings? She's our white mage. I'm a half elf. What does that have to do with anything? You have no import. Do you have the importance of this ruin? I can't even. What the heck? Why would she do that? You say you're going to destroy this obvious room. Does she not know how bombs work? I thought she was like the smart one. What was that? It was like she deliberately did that. Lowest effort possible. Listen, during the final era of the Balacruf dynasty, this ruin was... Professor? What? If you have any questions, I'll take them after the lecture. The bomb turned on. I said if you have questions, I'll take them. What? Oh, you flipped the switch. You only try to put the blame on someone else. It doesn't matter now. Is there a disarm switch? Of course not. Act like you're proud of it. This is again, anime JRPGs, man. Like, this is such a thing to happen in these kinds of games. Due to a goofy misunderstanding, now we have a bomb is gonna blow up this thing. And then nothing comes of it really. He just disarms it and it's done. The bomb. The bomb turned on. Don't go around building stuff you can't control. Everyone seems to be unharmed. If only Rain hadn't deliberately pushed, like, flipped the switch. It said danger on it. She was standing right next to it. Maybe I should have spoken to the NPCs before, to my other party members before I did that. You there, trespassing in this area is forbidden. Is this trespassing? It's the mayor. Oh, run. Professor, this looks like trouble. Let's just get out of here. But I haven't had time to study the structure of the... Just hurry, come on, hurry, everybody. I want to study it more. That is an amazing walking animation. Oh wait, there is none. Yeah, it's again, game from 2004, so it's a game from like that's like 16 years old, and anime JRPGs kind of have these little idiosyncrasies that are very common to it as a genre, both in terms of art style, game design, stuff like that. I wonder why they want to destroy the ruin. Well, we know why. Come on. This is another thing about anime RPGs, right? So their hair's bugging out. Yeah, it's supposed to be wind blowing. Like, we know this. We have to stop them from engaging in such foolish acts. They try to destroy a ruin. Let's go, Lloyd. There's a number of times in anime RPGs where like, there'll be a lot of dialogue that you don't really need. Like, we know why they want to destroy the ruin. We've been talking to NPCs and stuff. Because like we overheard them like as characters. Lloyd overheard it even, right? But we're not allowed to say to just have that as, I don't know. It's like everything has to be explained so thoroughly when something is simple. When concept is simple. When a concept is simple, it's usually explained to death. But then when it comes to more complex things, it's really they don't explain that very well. Very, very common in anime JRPGs. But I guarantee by the end of this game, it'll start getting really complex and really esoteric, and it'll be like about, you know, something metaphysical that's hard to understand. Like, it's not hard to understand why they want to destroy the ruin there, because they literally just said so, and Lloyd overheard them say it. But for some reason, Lloyd didn't think to tell anybody during that last cutscene. What do I do now? Sorry, I was talking. I was distracted. Villain, I'm going to destroy the city. Hero, he's going to destroy the city. We must stop him from destroying the city. That he's going to destroy the city. That is why we must stop him. Oh. Everyone was in danger. They may try to track the pair down and find out what they were up to. So I have to track them down now. They just ran off. So. But yeah, exactly, Noah. But then when it comes to something like a metaphysical concept, like, you know, I don't know. When all the player characters die, their souls get transferred into a different dimensional plane, and the final boss wants to like harness the souls of people, but also they also can turn into monsters though sometimes, and so depending on the number of circumstances, their souls might be turned into monsters, and they might sometimes turn into energy for the villain to use, harness for his evil, nefarious purposes, and then like at this point in the story, we know that we're supposed to go on this like pilgrimage to. Oh, the ones that went up on the dais. I must go. It's not complicated at all. I don't see your issue. If you ever like, okay, perfect example is Kingdom Hearts storyline. Like you don't have to explain the simple stuff in a Kingdom Hearts game, right? Kingdom Hearts 1, very easy to understand. But then as you go on in the story, it's like, oh, so wait, who's Ansem? Oh, so the Ansem we fought originally was actually a guy who was calling himself Ansem, but the real Ansem actually has, there's two that are actually the real Ansem, and one is his body, and the other one is his like his mind, his soul, and they both fight you. But also, originally before he was split into body and soul, or body and mind, he was one person. He was named Xehanort. So Xehanort became Ansem, but he became Ansem body and Ansem soul. So that's kind of thing. That you do, right? I mean, you like Naruto, right, Noah? So like, you know how kind of weird it can get. You know, like, hey, you know what we should do? We should like seal this nine-tailed fox or multi-tailed fox spirit inside of a boy, because that's what you do, I guess. Like, how does that work? It doesn't matter, I guess, ultimately, because it's like magic. So that's just like in that universe. That's just what makes sense, I guess. But yeah, I figured that was sarcasm, Noah. There was no Kappa there, but I assumed. So, you know, it's sort of like I appreciate like RPGs of all sorts, but I can see that the silliness of parts of it, right? It's like you can appreciate something and still see its flaws and stuff. And this is where I found the books. What I'm trying to do now is find. Oh, and then of course, Kingdom Hearts. Now I'm going on a Kingdom Hearts rant. And of course, you know, in the later games like Dream Drop Distance and Kingdom Hearts 3, it's like, well, Xehanort actually is a time traveler. So he actually has, there's Xehanort, and then there's like all the other Xehanorts from the different timelines, and they're actually good, actually their own Xehanort, but also the same Xehanort. So they're all plotting, even though they're from different timelines, they're all plotting against you in the same way, and so they all fight against you in the final battle, and all of that. I can continue, but it's hard to follow the story of Kingdom Hearts, so I'm probably gonna get things wrong. You're this tourist from earlier. I'm a scholar. Whatever, get out. Harley, stop it. This is my house. I understand that you were the ones that stopped Harley and my brother. Thank you. Yes, because Aisha, you're the one who wants to be sacrificed on the dais. I'm not sure if stopped is the best way to put it. They got in our way. Doesn't matter what you call it. The point is, people of the city are the ones that would suffer if that rune was destroyed. But as things are now, you are going to be sacrificed. Yeah, Lloyd, you overheard them. What do you mean sacrifice? Why do I have to explain this? It's a ritual in honor of the summoned spirit of wind, which you could piece it together, right? Like, because you had the character. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Why is this part being explained so much? Where it's like a piece together. Rain is a reliable narrator, so she can tell us like this is a altar to the summoned spirit of wind, and then you go around the back and you count these guys. And it's like, hey, Aisha's gonna be sacrificed, and it's like you could put it together as like, well, it's a ritual for the summoned spirit of wind. Naruto over-explains the simple parts. Exactly, Noah. And then they're like, so there is the snake human, undead, that is using someone else's body to kill him summon a Death Reaper and read some words off a scroll. Then you have to hold on to him. But plot twist, you also get sealed. I mean, yeah. Why? This is why I don't get that. Why you over-explain the simple? It's pretty stupid, not gonna lie. Right? It's like you enjoy it in spite of that, right? Like I enjoy JRPGs in spite of that when that happens, you know. Like you can see how like silly that is, where you over-explain the simple parts and you under-explain the complicated parts. Originally, the ritual consisted of just dancing on the stone platform, but this idiot started meddling with the stone dais as part of his research and opened the seal. Because of that, that summon spirit of wind thing awoke and is demanding sacrifices. The seal? Do you mean what? The seal? Yes. If you too are researching the Balacruff ruins, then you must be aware of the altar erected in praise of the summoned spirit of wind. I enjoy it because it's over the top. Like at the end of Naruto, he shoots blood and chakra balls out of chakra demon fox. Out of a chakra demon fox, right? Yeah, that's true. There is something to the over-the-topness of anime in general. That can be fun, right? Sort of like an action movie or the popcorn flick, you know? It's enjoyable. Must be aware of the altar erected in the praise of the summoned wind, the spirit of wind. The seal really existed just as the legend said. Are you saying that the Balcruff Pillar hieroglyphics are not just a myth? Of course not. It's a JRPG. Everything that's a legend or a myth is actually true. It sounds like this isn't the seal we're looking for. Rain, aren't you forgetting why we're on this journey? Well, it's all right. It's not as if it's completely out of the way. Yes, in the back of the platform there is a small indentation, and that's enough. Aisha is about to be sacrificed to the summoned spirit tonight. Now get out of here. What game do you plan on playing next? Octo requested, using his remaining channel points, he requested I play Darkest Dungeon, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm not a huge fan of what do you call those? Roguelikes and stuff. But he wants me to do a playthrough and just get as far as I can. So that'll probably be next after this. Isn't that a turn-based game? Yeah, it's a turn-based game, sort of like Cthulhu-esque storytelling and art style. And yeah, it's a turn-based RPG with a lot of like RNG elements because it's a roguelike, and you can perma die. Like your characters can die permanently, and so like it's a matter of like recruiting characters so that way you can get to the end of the game without suffering too many losses and stuff. But death happens a lot in that game and stuff. Curious seal. Seal tower. Organization said the seal of speaking with Leonard and Harley, the pair that met the Winston. Okay. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it that much, but again, I want to give it a shot. People love the game. It is an RPG, but it's just not that kind of RPG where it's not like an exploratory kind of game where you kind of make your build and stuff like that. It's more like just surviving. The point of the game is just to survive and get to the end. Doesn't seem as fun to me. But Brandon wants to watch it. Talking about sacrifice before we heard about it. You should understand, we can't allow anyone to disturb the dais any further and risk bringing down the wrath of the summoned spirit of wind. The only one who may step upon the stage is the summoned spirit dancer. When I shall become the dancer, then it would be fine for me to get up on the stage, yes? Professor, according to the Book of Generation, this should be the next seal. If we can meet the summoned spirit, we should be able to tell. The sacrifice of the summoned spirit seeks might even be the chosen of mana. I see, that's our professor. You just want to study the ruin firsthand. You should learn to keep your mouth shut, Lloyd. Please, Mayor. Do as you wish. I won't be held responsible if it costs you your life. It's not right to have for how you have to take my place. Nothing to worry about. Rain, are you sure you're going to get? I'm reading a little faster than usual because there is a lot of dialogue in this game, and dialogue-heavy games are kind of like need to kind of pick up the pace a little bit. This time I change clothes. Would you mind? Oh, good. Very tasteful. I'm playing anime JRPG. I figured maybe it wouldn't be, but it seems the tales of costume designers are very. They're not outlandish with their costume designs. I like how we just like brush past the fact that like Rain had to learn how to do the ritual and all that. Costumes don't seem to be over the top. No, not at all. Oh, a boss fight. Oh, shoot. I didn't save. How for the girl? It's not. No, Professor. That's an evil creature. It's not the guardian of the seal. Alright, boss fight. Alright, here we go.
This is a dangerous situation.
These are not easy.
No way.
Okay, he's double attack. I'm gonna have to, like.
Light photon.
Good job. First thing we have to do is these require a lot of focus because they're actually hard. This is actually a hard game. So first of all, what we need to do is use magic lenses. So we got 8,300 health. Okay, this doesn't seem too bad.
No way.
He's got a triple attack there at the end. Okay, we've knocked him down. Two attacks there. Block. Ring season on sale. Yo, let's do it, dude. Oh no, he's got.
Are you okay?
He's got a.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
This is really good because it knocks people down.
No way.
Here we go. Item thief.
Tiger
Ray
blade.
thrust.
Take
Okay,
this.
yeah, high frames
First
now.
aid.
Ray. Ring
Are you
whirlwind.
okay? First aid.
And now that we've used, dude, you should get Ring City. It's so good. You should play it. Get Ring City, Noah. If you can afford it. Okay, we're doing all right. We're at 5,000. Everyone's popped up pretty good.
Don't overdo it.
No way.
First aid.
Item.
And then spin.
Out of my sight.
Don't
No
overdo
way.
it.
I beg of thee to reveal thy
First
blade.
aid.
Tiger blade.
Spin.
Are you ready?
Tiger
Angel feathers.
Don't overdo it.
Take it right now. One
First
sec.
aid.
Are
Oh,
you okay? First
Thanks.
aid.
No way.
Don't overdo it.
oh man, I got comboed.
Are you okay?
All right, see you in a sec.
First aid.
Okay, so he seems to have like one attack that he seems to chain.
First aid.
Might be happen in phase. Like he may have a phase 2 here. That makes his attacks longer.
No way.
1, 2, and then. Okay, I got like a wind blast.
No way.
Don't overdo
Okay.
it.
Are
First
you
aid.
okay?
Oh, I'm
First
stunned.
aid.
Break.
Out of my sight.
Pow hammer.
Are you okay?
Tiger.
Oh, nice.
Just as I.
Easy. Yes. That was the easiest boss in the game so far. Legit. Fantastic. You're fantastic, Rain. I like how no one made a point about their hair bugging out. I like how it's supposed to be wind, right? But none of the other characters, their hair or anything is not moving. So I guess it's because they're like set models while they're. That's weird. And more importantly, about the stone tablet you required. Up of Balacruff. The stone tablet was ancient Balacruff writing inscribed on it. Let's decipher it right away. I have the necessary materials assembled in my house. Yes, let's go. Thank you very much. That thing wasn't the summoned spirit of wind, after all, was it? I bet Rain and Linar will investigate what it really was. Yeah, that Rain is a half-elf after all. You can count on her wisdom. No, you're wrong. Rain is an elf. I'm an elf, too. What? Surely you don't think I mistake my own. Actually, I guess I was wrong. It seems you two are pure-blooded elves. Is there something going on with that? I didn't know there was like a half-elf, pure-blood elf thing. We should get some rest. I'm exhausted. Oh man, that was a really smooth boss fight. Didn't have to use a single item either. Just the magic lenses. Looks like the professor hasn't come back yet. Are you serious? Let's conducting. She's conducting research with the line. Let's go get her. All right. See, like, okay, that's a perfect scene right there. Why didn't the scene just cut to me being outside the inn? Let's go rest at the inn. Okay. And then being out here again. What do you think the professor is? She's over where with Linar and Aisha. Where's the save point? It wasn't in this inn, it was in a different inn. But it's like little stuff like that where they're not like long scenes, but there's a number of like little moments where you're like, why is this scene here? Like, just cut it out. I think it was this inn that had a save point. Oh. Also, I believe that this was the first Tales of game that was in 3D. So maybe that might also explain some of the weirdness with it. Like maybe in later games you have some kind of dodge roll or some kind of way to dodge that feels better than guarding and then backstepping. Let's see, which house was it? This is the lady. Good timing. I just finished deciphering it. Professor is amazing. She deciphered the complex Balacraft writing in no time at all. Rain just gained another fan. She's quite the catch, huh? Uh-huh. It would appear that the monster was called the she's so abusive. Well, it caused a calamity that afflicted the ancient. That monster must have been in a very weakened state. This is the calamity that affected the ancient Balacraft Empire. It seems that the user at the time used Sylph, the summoned spirit of wind, to seal it away, then built the stone dais to suppress the calamity. Preparation for the day when this calamity might reawaken, he left this map in order for people to be able to summon be able to locate the summoned spirit of wind. After a great many years, people eventually confused the calamity with the summoned spirit of wind. So now you know where the summoned spirit of wind is located? Of course, the summoned spirit is. I wonder where the spirit of wind is like. I can't even say. We know where he is. He's in the Balacraft ruins. Regenerate the world. Now I think about it. What was your purpose of coming to the city? You don't look like ordinary travelers or tourists. Well then, if you know your destination, we should be on our way at once. Yes, it's likely that the seal is inside Balacraft Mausoleum, which yes. Did we not establish that? Am I crazy? I thought that was obvious. Rain joined the party. Thank you, game. I don't understand, like that cutscene. Last week we figured out where the seal is. In the only the Balacraft ruin, we're looking for the thing of Balacraft, and the Balacraft Mausoleum is probably where it is. This is going to be like, I'm a little scared, but you're with me, so it'll be okay, right? And leave it to me. Boy, you're just really hammering home. Those two are a couple. I got it. Oh boy. Let's go, Noah. Enjoy. What is this? I get my cheeks clapped by Meteor. Well, I mean, I showed you how to beat him.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Pretty easily.
No way.
Whether he's doing that is gonna be a whole other thing, right? It's one thing to see how something is done. It's another thing to do it yourself, right? So I know how hard that can be. I am sure that people who played this game, you know, they watch me play, and I'm like, man, and they're like, man, this guy's really terrible at this game. Good luck, Noah, with that.
Don't get too
I'm sure I could Google, you know, final boss, no damage,
Work.
you know, like, perfect run, and
Vow number 7. Justice and love will always
And-
win.
Oh, I hate that
You know,
saying.
advanced players would be like, man, it's not that hard, really. You just do this, then this, and this, and this, right? Well, if it makes you feel better, I have no clue what you're doing because I play like no RPG games, so
Don't get
it's
too
a series
comfortable.
of button presses and stuff.
Whoops.
Oops. Turn. There we go.
All right.
But it's a series of button presses, and then like directional movements. My opinion is pretty invalid. It's neat though that you managed to find an RPG that you did like. I think it's cool when you're able to find certain. Oh wait, Rain's not in my party. Sorry, Genus. I think it's cool when you're able to find a game that like clicks with you. Like I don't play any FPS. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a fan of FPSs, but when I played Overwatch, that clicked with me, and I was like, this is a really fun game, despite it being an FPS, because it has certain things that I like in it over other FPS games. So now I play Overwatch all the time. Mostly because I have some friends play it as well, and they like to play with me. So, but definitely a game that FPS that I would point to and go, well, there's an FPS that I like. And it's good that you can, if you're able to. It's fun when you're able to find a genre that you normally wouldn't play, but you're like, oh yeah, I can see why people like this game, like this kind of game now. The music is so chipper for this like ruin. It's a mausoleum. You know what a mausoleum is? It's like it's got a dead person in it. Climb the central staircase. It's a tomb kind of thing. Climb the central stairway and offer the altar and then up an altar. Yep. Right there. Why? Like, what else was I gonna do here? I was gonna go up to this altar and push A on the altar. So why do we have a cutscene where Rain's like, go over the altar, and then Rain's like, oh, or Colette's like, okay. You see? It's not just me. I'm not crazy. It seems to be responding to the map of Balacruf, which we knew it would. It's gonna open. It's an Oracle Stone. Yeah. It's like we thought. This is a seal. Yeah. Put your hand on it so we can open the thing. We've done this twice already. Yeah, it's like. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Like there's 2 other times where we put her hand on the thing and it opened the door. So it's pretty cool. I feel like an explorer. You always start out enthusiastic. I can hear the sound of wind. Well, that's the wind. It's the wind seal. So. I'm glad to go play. So talk to you later. I also might message you if you need some help. Take it easy, bro. Yeah. Take care, man. Good luck. Memory gem. Stop pushing me back. Ugh. So it's based on proximity, but also it goes down. I thought it was a trap, like this trap. You know, this trap works where it goes in and out. I thought this is how this is, but apparently every time you approach it, the spikes come out. So it's not super good conveyance there. But apparently that's what I actually have to do. There's no other way. So you have to just keep moving back and forth, and move in.
No way.
Are you okay?
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Yeah, everyone needs to get healed because I was hitting the spikes.
Are you okay?
I beg of you, heal thy
Take this.
glory.
Oh,
First
hard
aid.
Angel feathers. How's that?
No way.
I'm just like, I like how the skeleton
Don't overdo it.
is the skeleton of the one of the players. That's why it's like it has a huge
I
head.
beg of thee, treat me like first aid.
Don't overdo
It's
it.
kind of funny.
First
Thy
aid.
weakness.
Like,
Come on.
Don't overdo
Are you
it.
okay?
First aid.
I think that skeleton might come back to
Don't
life.
get in my way.
He's still on the
no
field.
way. No way.
Photon.
I beg of thee, reveal.
Beast.
Okay.
All right.
Grand Swordsman, right? Actually, I forgot about that. Lloyd, dude also got Kratos. Oh yeah. I don't know how these title things work, but they give you more stats on level up. So put this on, it's way better. Grand Swordsman, minus accuracy. Accuracy, yeah. I haven't really missed an attack unless I actually miss it myself. I think the way it seems to work is like you do less damage when you have lower accuracy or something. It's weird. Well, I think that's the way to go here. It would be, again, for build's sake, it would be nice if these did different things. And they all seem to do the same thing: HP, strength, defense. This is the best one there. Wait, what does it say? Lock the spear that lives by the sword is skillful art. Okay. Not sure what triggered that. I think I meant to put that block down there and unblock the wind.
Be careful, everyone.
Don't overdo it.
Oh, got the other guy too.
Aren't we
No
clever?
way.
Don't
I
overdo
beg
it.
of you,
okay?
First
heal
aid.
thy aid. Angel feathers. Find a weakness.
Like Tate. Tate. Beast.
Don't get in my way. Ready?
Don't
First
overdo
aid.
it.
Oh, let him go.
Thy glory. Angel feathers.
Tate.
Are you okay?
No way.
Nice.
Never stood a chance.
Ah, memory gem, excellent. Let's see. So that goes there. Okay. Did that change the... Nope, no, they're still active. What did that do? Because the wind wasn't pushing me back or anything. Or maybe it was pushing me back from moving this way? Maybe?
Don't let up.
Okay. Get around here.
First aid.
I beg of thee to reveal thy glory.
Tate.
Angel feathers.
What work?
Found a weakness.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
I will say, Colette's pretty good DD. I really would have assumed that she would be a healer, but she's not. She's a DPS
Sorry.
character.
Like that.
Don't overdo
Are
it.
you okay?
First aid.
I beg of thee to reveal thy glory. Angel feathers.
Like, Angel Feathers is a really good skill.
Don't overdo it.
It
First aid.
seems.
No way. Ready?
First aid.
Don't overdo it. First
Not the
aid.
wrong way.
I was just warming up.
Researcher. Medication is passed in the study itself. She can't stop flaunting her knowledge. Minus TP though. She needs her TP. Plus HP plus intelligence. I think I'll stick with this. This way.
No way.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Whoops.
Oh, we're starting to see duplicate enemy here.
No way.
Right. How's that? Sorry.
That's good. If we all just gang up on one enemy, like they just get stagger locked and don't do anything.
Beast.
Are you okay? First aid.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Sorry.
I was just warming up.
Very loud fire effect there. But I fight all the enemies. I don't know,
Here
you
comes
know,
more of them.
at what level I should be for certain areas, but I'll make sure that
Whoops.
I do that.
Photon.
Beast.
Beast is super good. I've been spamming it because it's just such a good. Knocking people back and proning them is super good.
Do it. First aid.
Tiger Blade.
Ready? First aid.
No way. Tiger Blade.
The Tiger Blade's a 2-hit, which is good, right? But like being able to knock an enemy away from other enemies and isolate them is good. So this sorcerer ring, like it's just like the MacGuffin. It's just like you can do it all with this thing. I'm assuming it makes wind, right? Yeah. Like again, that little cutscene there where I can just use the thing after it changes and I can figure it out myself. That way it does. I'm not sure what this wind is supposed to do though because it doesn't seem to push me around. Like you know, I would think it would. Iron Guard. Blue ribbon. Talisman is defense. Give that to her, I guess. Hang on. 73, so we get 2. 5% defense. 3. I wouldn't probably put this on someone who has the highest defense, right? Let's put on Kratos. Kratos. Blue ribbon. You can also wear the blue ribbon. More defense. Less intelligence. Yes, I'll put it on her. And That was the other thing. Iron something. Iron guard. We're doing all right. We don't even need to use items just yet. Go this way. We've cleared out that area. And obviously, we have to do this. Will there be a harder sliding or like block puzzles in an RPG than Vagrant Story? We should maybe we should see someday. East Tide is a upgrade material. It's too dark. Do I need fire? Do I? I'll turn the wind off so the fire. Oh, shoot. The fire does interact with the wind. Okay. That which the blue wind protects, heads from the throne of gods and across the rich earth, stands upon the calm earth, and gazes up at the power of gods. I'm gonna swim to put out all of these torches. Oop. Oop. Okay, these are too dark. One over here. Save now. Let's throw a gel. I have to call people here. No, I know I just said I didn't have to use any items, but I'm gonna save. I might as well get a little more. I didn't do that because I just go up in the middle, up to the middle. How is if I switch this back? It makes fire, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do the opposite now and light them all. Great king of Balacruf, Cleo III, died and was reborn as the king of the wind. The king travels the heavens with the sun of the spirit in past, present, and future. Okay, lighting all of the torches now. That which is offered to the throne of gods, from the power of gods makes the rich earth as the calm earth. The reference to the two towers, and arrives at the blue wind princess. This be as if traveling the giant's body in the manner of a clock's hand. What does that mean? Alright, we'll try lighting all of the torches. Let's see if that works. These two especially. Ah. Oh, this girl. Gina, that's her name. Corrine. Oh, okay. Was it easy? Oh. I see. Okay, so now I need the wind.
We must be merciless.
No way!
Are you okay?
Don't overdo overdo it.
Come on, get,
I beg of thee,
lock onto the elemental.
Angel feathers.
I want the elemental. Or
No
whatever,
way.
the mage guy.
Ready?
Don't overdo it.
Come on.
First aid.
Oh look, she's got scan now, does she?
Are you okay?
Work.
I
Try,
beg of
yeah,
thee.
there you go.
I can't concentrate.
I want trying to deal with the mage one guys first because their spells are harder to deal with.
First aid.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah,
Be
this-
clever.
Locking onto the target you actually want is very
Don't
finicky.
overdo it.
Ready?
First aid.
Out of my sight.
It's not like just flicking the control stick to wherever the enemy is on the screen.
To reveal thy glory.
Don't overdo
Angel
it.
feathers.
It's actually
Ready?
First
you
aid.
have to be close to them, kind of, and also you only have to push. You only have to push R,
I was
the right
just
bumper.
warming up.
So you're kind of at the left to the whims of the game sometimes, in a way. All right, so she got the new thing. I mean, that's just better. And then you got sorcerer, less intelligence, more HP and accuracy. Well, HP is nice, but accuracy doesn't really matter. Everyone's healthy, so we'll continue on. There's 2 enemies in this room. Let's deal with them. We do need to fight enemies for experience
Give them no
points,
quarter.
and because there you go, right away that time.
Light photon.
Work. Don't overdo it.
Are you okay?
I think for me, one of the main drawbacks to the combat system for me is I don't really like how everything's on a flat plane.
No way.
It's like it's trying to do like a 3D thing,
All right.
but it's still on a 2D plane, and so it comes across as kind of weird, I think.
Don't let up.
No way.
Mm.
Here we go.
I beg of thee, try
Demon
to
fang.
great thrust.
Won't work.
Are you okay? First aid.
No,
Don't
watch
overdo it.
Type burn.
First aid.
Angel feathers.
No way.
Found a weakness.
Take this. Aren't we
Are you
clever?
okay? First aid.
Take this.
Sorry.
First aid.
No way.
Great thrust.
Oh,
Sorry.
Photon.
it explodes.
Don't overdo it. First
Out of my
aid.
sight.
Are you okay? First
Thanks.
aid.
Oh, stunned.
Ray satellite. Yeah.
Tiger blade. Beast. All right.
Actually, they're getting 17 every. I think that's why they're managing better. Do you gain TP as a percentage of your maximum? It seems like that's what you do. That's what happens. All right, so what's the deal here? You spin. Can I grab any of these? Oh, examine. Okay. Can't seem to grab any of these. I thought the idea was I was gonna have to like turn them. Something. I accidentally did that. Throw out some more orange gels. pretty sure this is gonna be the boss. Oh, wait, no, there is no boss here. That's right. Wait, no. There usually is a boss. In before, right before you talk to Remiel. Yeah, no patience. It's incredible, man. There's the battle music. It's maybe gonna be a harpy or some kind of wind creature. That is very loud.
This is gonna be tough. No way!
Okay. So we got feather shot there.
Whirlwind. Light.
Now, one thing we're gonna do here: magic lenses.
Photon! There!
Okay, we got
Don't
No
overdo
way!
it.
12,000.
Beast!
This beast is so good. Like,
No way! Beast!
Don't overdo it.
We
clever?
Ring whirlwind.
Tiger blade!
Take this. First aid.
okay, what are we doing? 10,000.
No way! Out of my sight!
Are you okay?
Don't overdo it.
Oh, jeez.
First aid.
All right, so we gotta manage here.
No way!
Here.
Great thrust.
Don't overdo it.
Are you okay? First aid.
Okay, so he's got a very fast attack speed here.
Don't overdo
Keep
it.
her abilities going here.
No way!
Don't get in my way.
Out of my sight!
Are you
Blocking
okay?
there.
First
Okay,
aid.
so we got
Don't overdo
attack.
it.
He's got a spin.
Angel feathers.
Beast!
What are we doing? 8,000.
No way!
Light. I beg of thee to reveal thy glory.
Tiger blade! No way!
Are you ready?
Tiger blade!
Angel feathers.
Tiger blade!
Okay. 5,000's good.
No way!
Give me some of that
Don't get
gel.
okay.
Don't overdo it.
Are you
First
okay?
aid.
First aid.
Tiger blade!
Great ring
No way!
whirlwind.
Take! No way!
Oh, react feather.
I beg of thee.
So he lands. He
Don't
got
overdo it. First aid.
No
his
way!
little attack there.
Are you ready? Angel feathers.
Oh shoot.
No way!
Colette. Also use an apple gel on me.
Great thrust.
Don't overdo it.
Photon.
First
Are you
aid.
okay? Beast! No way!
Are you
Don't
okay?
overdo it.
First
First
aid.
aid.
Okay. 1,000 left.
No way!
Hell hammer.
Don't
Are
overdo
you
it.
okay?
First
First
aid.
aid.
Here we go! Tiger
Demon
Great
Fang.
thrust.
Take!
Don't
Are you
overdo
okay?
it.
First
First
aid.
aid.
Take!
Great. Sorry.
No
Don't
way!
overdo it.
Don't
First
get in my
aid.
Let's see. Another apple gel on my Lloyd.
Okay,
I wasn't
sorry.
strong enough.
Okay. Life bottle on
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Okay.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
First aid spam.
I hope you learned your lesson.
Oh, I got a process charm. Spirit bangle as well. Okay. I think I've got the combat down enough where I can get through boss battles without too much of a problem. Gonna be the same dialogue as before. New ability though for Colette, right? Lloyd's face. Duh. Let's see, what would be left? If this is like the traditional element kind of thing, it would be like fire, water, wind, Earth. Fire, water, wind. The third seal, you've done well reaching this far. Chosen one, Colette. Thank you. I see this blessing, the power of the gift of angelic power from Crucius. Father, thank you. Next seal lies far northwest, in a place that gazes upon the center of the world. Northwest, okay. Your prayers in the altar. Well, I mean, it's the only place that we have to go. They haven't gone yet. Is northwest. So, you should do as you say, Lord Remiel. I'll be waiting for you at the next seal, Colette, my daughter. No small talk with this guy. That's because he's the villain. And every journey is close. Hurry and become a tree angel. Don't disappoint me. There's no way. That's like the first quarter of the game. Tree angel. What is it? Nothing. I was just thinking when I become a tree angel, it'll be amazing. I wonder how many more seals there are. That we don't know. At any rate, all we can do is keep going. Well, let's see here. Yeah, she has angel feathers, and then it's defense. And oh, it says it's a buff. It's an offense to the entire party. Put better stuff on here, like angel feathers. And I put lightning, and then put shockwave, 2-hit slash. Do you inflict stats effects during the unison attack? Maybe. Maybe beasts? Use that a lot. Let's try that. I don't think Rain has. Oh, she does have one, right? She has Photon. Put that right there. Now she can dissipate. Hooray. She also got Bangle and Bangle. Oh my goodness! That's really good. Okay. And then I'll put stun duration or some duration. Put that there. And I'll put this here. Alright.
Don't let up! No way!
To honor us with the splendor of thy song. How was that? Holy song!
No way!
Oh, nice. That's like a field effect.
Are you okay? Birthday!
No way!
No, it doesn't even have like a range.
Beast!
You know, how long the buff is and how potent the effect is.
Work.
Are you ready? Angel feathers!
Huh. That's weird. Interesting.
All right.
She actually crosses herself when she's trying to cast the spells. Interesting. Oh. Okay.
Not much of a specimen.
No way!
Get back there.
I beg
Yo.
of you to reveal thy glory.
Fierce demon fang! Fierce demon fang! Like
Are you
that.
ready? Angel feathers!
Take! No way!
Don't get in my way!
Fierce demon fang! Beast!
Don't get in my way! Don't get in my
Like
way!
Tate?
Right!
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Okay, I was just laughing at the idea of like calling out your attack as you do it.
Don't worry. Leave it
I
to
mean, in a
me.
way, casting a spell, even like JRPGs, I mean, even in D&D rather, you will usually
I can't concentrate.
Like that?
Light! Photon!
have a somatic, or not somatic, but a verbal component to your spellcasting.
I
So that means that you're probably gonna
Don't overdo it.
Angel feathers.
First aid.
be using the name of your attack, right? I think in D&D you're supposed to be, the idea is you're supposed to be actually casting some kind of incantation or something, but I rushed through there. Use the apple gels. There you go. Stop. That voice. Oh no. This day has finally come. This ancient great room will be your graveyard. Oh, you're here too. Stay back. Don't move. Don't touch anything. Now that we are finally become friends, why do we have to fight? Since when are we? I have no intention of befriending you. Prepare yourselves. Get ready.
Everybody's counting on me.
No way!
Don't overdo
This
it.
dude.
Are you
First
okay?
aid.
First aid. Without blessing. Honor us with the splendor of thy song. Power seal.
Don't overdo it. First
Are
aid.
you okay? Don't get in my way.
Okay.
Don't overdo
Don't
it.
get in my way.
First aid.
Stop knocking me down.
Take this. First aid.
Don't get in my way. Ready? First aid.
Honor us
Don't
with the
overdo it.
splendor of thy
First
song.
aid.
Are you okay? First aid.
Should we just focus on killing this guy first?
Don't get in my way.
Don't overdo it.
Cow, this is a legit fight right here.
Don't get in my way. Be careful.
Ask him for thy blessing. I can't concentrate.
Don't overdo it.
First aid.
First aid.
You ask him for thy blessing. Honor us
Don't
with
get
the
in my way.
splendor of thy song. Holy song.
Don't get in.
Just trying to cast that the whole time.
Ready? First aid.
Don't overdo it.
Power
First
seal.
aid.
Don't get in my way.
Hammer.
Don't get
Power
you.
seal.
No way!
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Great thrust.
Don't get in my way. Don't get
Power
you.
seal.
Don't get in my
Don't
way.
overdo it. First aid.
Don't get in my way.
Alright, there we go.
Ready? First
I'm
aid.
picking on Rain
First aid.
super hard.
Good work.
Are you okay? First aid.
Holy cow.
Don't overdo it.
Be careful.
First aid.
How is it?
Be
Thank
careful.
you. Don't get in my way.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez. Don't kill me. I haven't saved yet.
First aid.
You okay?
Don't overdo it. Be careful. Don't overdo it. First aid.
Ready? First aid.
Here we go! Fierce demon
Angel
fang!
feathers.
Photon.
Lightning.
Out of my sight!
Damn.
Ugh.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Final time palettes, magic lenses. Ah, why can't I win? Goodness, Finn Love will always win. Yes, please don't bring up that stupid Dwarven vow. Goodness, what do you mean goodness? If you're good, I'm good as well. Not you too. So, everyone stop saying corny things. What do you know? When you regenerate the world, my country will be destroyed. I won't let that happen, I swear. Wait, what are you talking about? If I generate the world, everyone will be saved. This world will be saved. Stop. Who are you? So you're not alone? This world, what did she mean? That girl, is she... She's, the Tetha-Ala? Get out of here. She's probably Tetha-Ala. Right? I mean, that's the obvious answer. Yeah, I mean, to be fair to the game, like, if you didn't go into that house and read the books, you wouldn't have known about, you wouldn't know about that.
Colette!
It's the angel toxicosis again. Let's hurry and let her rest.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry to trouble everybody again.
Don't worry about that, but
Oh, jeez.
What are you doing, Lloyd? Are you okay, Colette? Colette? What's wrong? Did it hurt? Did you... No, I'm fine. I just blanked out for a moment.
What happened? Lloyd just like let her fall forward.
Colette, let me see your hand.
Huh? Why?
Just show me. You're hurt. It must have happened when you fell. Look how much you're bleeding.
But it doesn't hurt.
What?
I mean, it doesn't hurt that much.
So she's losing her sense of feeling. Part of the symptoms here. She's losing her sense of touch. Or
Colette,
maybe pain
can I
receptors
talk to you for a sec?
are been dulled, which is a bad thing.
What is it, Lloyd?
I thought it'd be nice for us to talk just by ourselves.
Sure.
Here, it's hot coffee.
Thanks.
Hot, isn't it?
Yeah, really hot.
See what he's doing.
It's actually iced coffee.
What?
I had Genus make it cold.
Oh, yeah. Of course it's cold.
I lied. It's actually
lied.
hot. I knew it.
She just drops it.
How long have you been like this? You can't feel anything at all, can you?
That's not true.
You're lying. When you fell earlier, you already couldn't feel anything, could you?
Well, but,
You were bleeding like crazy, but you didn't even flinch when I squeezed your hand.
I guess the secret's out.
You haven't been eating lately either.
I eat.
Barely. You even started eating things you don't like. And that's not all. Have you been sleeping?
Well, I mean, I think this is actually really interesting because this is actually the first legit, like, literally, like, interesting thing, like, point here. I think is that in most JRPGs and I mean, RPGs in general, when you like change form, that doesn't really seem to impact you at all, right? You know, you can transform into different things in battle and whatever. But this is kind of interesting where it's like it makes sense that like if you're gonna transforming into a different creature, you're gonna have weird things happen to you. So she doesn't sleep or eat, or it doesn't really eat that much. Can't feel anything. Like that's interesting. That's
Of course.
not very often.
See, my eyes aren't red or anything.
It's not very often. It's not a very common thing to see. Where you see like actually delve into like how someone's transforming, and I feel like they might be trying to do like the theme they may be trying to go for here is like, is Colette still Colette, right? Is she still human? Is she still...
Stop lying to me. You always do that fake giggle when you lie.
That's not true.
Is it that hard for you to trust me?
No, it's not like that. I just didn't want anyone to worry.
What's happening to you?
I don't know.
Well, it's clearly...
I don't know, but
it's...
things first got strange when I released the fire seal.
Well, again, I thought... What do you think was gonna happen? Like I was just saying, it's actually interesting that they're approaching the subject of you transforming. But why wouldn't she put it together? That's what would happen in you know, real world scenario, I guess you
I
could
suddenly
put it
didn't
that
want
way.
to eat anything anymore. Even when I did, it didn't have any taste.
No taste?
I can't hold anything down when I force myself. So I haven't been eating.
I think she's becoming her physical form is just,
I never get hungry.
That's...
Then when I release the next seal, I stop getting sleepy.
right?
I close my eyes, but I just can't sleep. I haven't slept at all since then. Then with this seal, I stopped feeling anything.
Why? Why didn't you say anything?
Well, I figured this is just what it means to become an angel. So I shouldn't let it get to me.
I guess that's a fair assumption. Like that would be like,
This is what
huh,
it
it's,
means to become an angel?
like, it's weird that this is happening. Because the idea, I think they're gonna be trying to go with the angle of like, you know, if you stop eating and sleeping, and feeling anything, feeling in your physical body, you know, are you still human, kind of thing. I think that's where they're gonna be going
Not
with this.
eating anymore? Not sleeping anymore? Not feeling anything anymore?
But my eyes have actually gotten better. I can see really far away
It's
now.
far away now.
And my hearing too. I can hear even the faintest sounds really well. I can hear them so well that it's kind of painful sometimes.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was going on at all. I'm sorry.
Please don't tell the others.
Why?
Well, I mean, we're all on this trip together, and I want it to be fun. So, I don't want you to worry about it either, okay?
You're so stupid.
I'm sorry, Lloyd. Even though you're crying for me, and I'm happy, so happy I want to cry. But I can't anymore. I'm sorry.
Wait, it's crying as well? Every time this music pops up, it's just always inappropriate. I'm sorry, Lloyd. I want you to cry, but I can't anymore. Da 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 da. It's just, you gotta ease me into this kind of stuff, you know? Pardon me.
Don't worry.
Doobity
Leave it to
doo.
me.
No way!
Doobity doo, doobity doo.
I beg of you to reveal that photon.
Ray satellite!
Oh, over already?
Alright, so we're heading northwest to whatever village we can find. I assume we're gonna go do a village next.
Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Deal with a couple of these little minions, little babies now.
Photon.
That are dying really fast now.
Oh, over already?
I wonder if they're gonna pull like a Final Fantasy
Don't
V,
get too comfortable.
whether it's like
No way!
you explored the whole world, but it turns out there's actually a whole other map
Photon. I beg of you
to
reveal
the
that
game.
I was just warming up.
Let's see. No, it's a tough call. I can't make the call right now. Well, right here, and oh, Blood, I'm sorry. You said this already. For what? What for? I didn't even know you were suffering and just acted all excited about you becoming an angel. No, it's okay. If I become an angel, Silverant will be saved. It's okay for you to be happy. But, okay, just the fact that you're worrying is about me is enough, okay? I wonder if there isn't some way, you know, a way to save the world without having to suffer. There probably is, and we're probably going to. That's probably what the second half of the game's going to be about. Let's see. Yeah, we're full. Mostly healed. No, I'm here to pick up items and then save. That's what I'm mainly here for. So I have money now to buy the rest of the gear that I couldn't buy before, but we'll just wait till we get to the next area. This is the wrong place. This is the ingredients shop, and then over here is items. So one of these, buy 8 of these. Still don't have a stone charm. These. Let's get maybe one of these each, and also 3 of these. Perfect. Restocked our supplies. We're gonna need those. The boss fights in this game are definitely you have to pay attention on them. They're no longer like impossible like they were at the beginning of the game, which is good. All right, so
Don't worry, leave it to me.
No way!
Light! Photon!
Like
I'm looking photon on.
no way!
Get
Get out of
away.
my sight!
Reveal thy glory. Angel feathers.
Fierce demon fang!
Missed.
Fierce demon fang!
It actually gets multiple times, the Fierce Demon
That was
thing. It's
just
pretty quick,
warming up.
too. I think I'll keep using that for a bit. So I want to head northwest. Just follow the path here. There might be... I think the little gray dots are a little hard to see. Whoa! Look at this dude. Oh, you can jump off of it. Neat.
Light, splendor of thy song.
Don't overdo it! First
Holy
aid!
song.
Thanks.
No way!
Right.
Fierce demon
Whoa.
fang! Fierce demon fang!
Look at that. It's like a 4-hit attack.
Fierce.
Fierce Demon thing.
Blame your fate.
You wouldn't think. I believe these little gray dots, they're kind of hard to see, but I think they might be be places on the map. Yeah, I think that's what they are. Like Umisi, was it? Wow, we can go for a swim. It's pretty. I see. So this is. Ratos, what's up? Nothing. I was just thinking the air here is clean and pure. Now that you mention it, I feel a mysterious presence. Yeah, the man of mana is high here. Something may be hidden here. Optional dungeon at some point, maybe? I mean, not optional, but I'm sure we get to the next village. It's gonna be like, oh, the thing you're looking for is over in the lake.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
It's one of those.
No way!
These ones.
Ring whirlwind. Light.
Photon!
Sorry.
Don't overdo it.
Ring.
Don't overdo it.
Like
First
thanks.
aid!
Are you okay? Don't get in my
Fierce
way!
demon fang!
Are you okay?
No
Don't get
way.
in my way!
Don't overdo it.
Ready?
First
I
aid!
beg of you to reveal thy glory.
No way!
Angel feathers.
What?
Fierce demon fang!
All right.
30 seconds. Alright, so... Pretty hard to see. I don't know why the camera like tilts up and down like that, like where you can't control it. Inconvenient. There appears to be a couple of gray spots north here.
Let's begin the research.
No way! Tate! Fierce demon
Let us
fang!
honor us with the splendor of thy
Light!
song.
Photon!
Tate! Fierce demon fang!
Holy song!
Fierce demon fang!
Sorry.
Take! Fierce demon fang!
Maybe I didn't do
Blame
the
your fate.
unison attack I was going to. Yeah, he uses the dagger, but he's clearly got. I just realized he uses the dagger, but he's got a sword, scabbard. Weird. What's going on over here? Asgard Ranch. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here yet. Yeah. All right. Let's see. To the west here is another blop. Another blotch on the map.
Not much of a specimen.
No way!
Spend my use attack on these dudes.
Raise
Light! Photon!
Interesting. She fell over.
Take!
Let's hurry on.
Man, I didn't get to do anything.
What is this? Strange building here. Tower of Mana? What? Dee dee dee. Marvelous. So this is the Tower of Mana, built to gaze upon the Tower of Salvation. Yes, I think it is. What's that? Honestly, Lloyd, we studied it in class before. It's a tower that was used as a temple by the Church of Martel to offer prayers to the Tower of Salvation. Okay. I mean, of course, this is going to be a whole thing where the Church of Martel turns to be corrupt and all that stuff, I assume. Although, it was closed a long time ago since monsters had started appearing inside. I wonder if we're going to get an explanation on as to the origin of monsters. Some RPGs do that. They must go inside. According to the Book of Regeneration, it's very likely that this is a seal, but there's no Oracle Stone. It appears to be locked. Darn, even I can't open it. We cannot go inside. There is no point remaining here. Okay, right, let's go. Alright then. That's where that is, at least. We know where that is. There's I think there's a spot by this bridge.
Give them no quarter.
Hey.
Here we go!
Don't overdo
Fierce
it.
demon fang!
Angel feathers!
Lightning.
No
Don't
way!
overdo
Are you
it.
okay?
Ah.
Stay. Honor us, the splendor of thy song. Holy song!
No way!
Come on.
Don't overdo it.
First
First
aid!
aid.
No way!
I beg of thee to reveal thy
Fierce
glory.
demon fang!
Angel feathers!
Fierce demon fang!
You're doing so good. It hits like 4 times.
That was easy.
It's quick. Right over here. Aha, there is something over there. Halloween.
You! Now you're even over here?
What happened? You're badly wounded.
Oh, it's you guys. If you want to finish me off, now's your chance. I don't have any strength left to fight.
You're hurt badly. Professor, please! Heal her.
I will. But first, I want you to tell me what happened here. It seems she has companions, and this may just be a trap to catch us off guard.
Oh, very astute. It's very prudent of Rain.
Professor?
You're as devious
It's not
as you look.
devious. It's not devious. It could be a trap.
Call me what you like.
Take a look at this city. Everything's new. The designs, invaded.
What?
Do you know about the human ranch northeast of here? The people of this city have been hiding some folks who escaped from the ranch. The Zions found out about it. And not only was the entire population forced to go to the ranch, the city was destroyed.
So, how were you injured?
It's nothing. I was just a little clumsy.
Help me, please!
Oh dear.
It's Clara. She
Yeah.
managed to get all the way here.
Stay back, you monster!
Don't fight it.
Damn it!
Clara, please, calm down.
Oh,
Colette, are you okay?
what? What happened?
Yes.
She's lost a lot of blood.
You're right.
What happened?
Professor, please
She
heal her.
disappeared.
Professor,
What happened? None of them are gonna question that? It was there, and it was no. Now it's not there.
Fine. But I swear, you're all
Can you
way too
teleport?
soft-hearted
Last we
for
saw, I
your own.
couldn't teleport. It walked off.
Why did you save me?
Probably for the same reason you saved that man.
Thanks. I know it's a selfish, unreasonable thing to say at this point, but I have a favor to ask of you.
A favor?
I owe the people of this city for food and lodging. Please, help me save these people. If you agree, I'll declare a truce with you and help in any way I can.
No. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Lloyd, are you serious?
I agree with Lloyd.
Oh, Wachula. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Release the Dargans. I hope everything went well in your stream.
Colette, not you too.
What about you?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, raiders. Hello, Wachula. Hope everything went well. I know that you're probably loading in to join the raid.
I see no problem with it.
There he is.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
man. How was Streets of Rage 4, was it? And how
Fine.
was the
Do as you
discussion
wish.
segment? The just chatting segment? Did it go better than the previous
I
ones?
suppose if we look at it another way, it does mean we can keep a close eye on her.
You better watch out so you don't lose
To
your
its
head while
namesake,
you
for
sleep.
sure. I'll have to see the VOD. Sheena joined the party. Alright, let's see what she's all about. The Shining stuff was great. Really good discussion tonight. Beginning and end. IMO at least. Cool, Shula. Well, thank you for the raid. Out here. There's most attacks and magic. Okay, so a slight chance of increasing defense for a time. Interesting. I kind of want to see what she's like. Let me put her in for Colette. Oh, I can go over here. It didn't show you if I didn't get to be attacked. Oh wait, that's the field. Tragedy in Luine. The city is just like Iselia. No, it's even worse. People of the city were killed and any survivors were taken away to the ranch. Yeah, at least we should rescue the survivors. And we'll make those designs pay, yeah. I think, I'm assuming Lloyd's sort of story arc is gonna be, you know, thirst for vengeance, not the answer, and stuff. I haven't really picked out what the arcs are gonna be just yet for everybody. I'm just gonna look at all of the things that are notable here. There might be an item or something to look at that's important. This is to the field. Oh. Is this everything then? Alright, I think we need to go to the ranch now. You found that ranch already. Which was, that was the Tower of Mana. It's over here. This way. There you go. Here goes the fast one. Yep. Like clockwork.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Just a little butterfly guy, ladybug guys.
Never stood a chance. Don't get too
Ladybugs
comfortable.
are very easy to kill now.
Fierce demon fang! Photon! Fierce demon
Oh.
fang!
That's it? I was just getting started.
Asgard Ranch. Now we can go in here. The security is intense. It's completely different from last time. Yeah, even if we get inside, there is a way through. Or way though. Professor, I bet you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Move that rock, and there's probably is there a vent there? Looks like there's an opening. What are we going to do? Well, this guy ourselves has designs and sneak in. I see the gears in your head move quickly only at times like this. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, I see. If we look at designs, we won't get caught. Well, that's quite a daring plan, Rain. I don't think this is the best plan either, but do we have any choices? Design patrol is here. What shall we do? Let's do it. Yeah. Okay, let's hide behind. Everyone's in agreement. Let's hide behind these trees and ambush them. You're hiding right now? Let's hurry up and take care of this. I guess they don't have a like a animation of them crouching.
No way!
So let's get rid of this dude. He's a mage. Mage boy.
That's it.
Oh man, you're wrecked.
All right.
Group of 6 people just hiding behind a single tree. Okay, we'll just stack up on top of each other, and the bough of the tree will protect us. Let's return to Luine first. We don't know when the enemy may spot us. Yeah, you're right. We have to go back? Come on. No, wait, what? What happened? Oh, thank you, SDG. Sol de Gloria. Oh, dude, thanks for the raid. Nice to see you back. Nice to see you as well. Yeah, I've been out for a while. God Fudge, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the raid, Red Sniper. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, solely met me on Twitter here. I met many of my Christian streamers. I'm going to have to get in touch and get you in touch with. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I'm a part of thank you SGD Jahani for the follow. Yeah, well, I am a part of the Unashamed Network, so it's a bunch of Christian streamers that, like, would love playing games and just having a good time. We usually have some sort of stream once a week or however often to thank you Nora7, thank you. They have a reform group now. Oh really? Nice. Yeah, I'm reformed myself, so here show you some love for Christ. Thank you, Godfuzz, appreciate it. Right now I'm just going through Tales of Symphonia. I usually play a lot of RPGs here. Reformed gamers in the house. Nice, Red Sniper. Yeah, that's right. Play a lot of RPGs. I'm most known for doing like Dark Souls challenge runs and stuff like that. But right now I'm playing through some RPGs that have actually been viewer requested. Thank you, Red Sniper, for the follow. I have some viewer requests right now, so I'm playing Tales of Symphonia. Someone claimed a channel reward, so. You're still doing a theology day? Yeah, Saturday nights. I still do study streams. I do my Twitter roundup, and I also do study streams of various books and things like that. So, Crystal's challenge runs. Yeah. Check out the way, lurking. All right, thank you, Godfuzz. I appreciate the lurk. You guys can type !lurk if you ever want to. Well, just go ahead and lurk. You just type !lurk and you can do that. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's totally. You just learn something. Talk to him. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, theology is kind of my passion. So, Christian theology specifically, but. Yeah, I do Dark Souls challenge runs, and I still do the theology stuff. Type exclamation mark lurk if you ever want to just lurk and stuff. I'm doing a fist weapon only run currently. Nice SGD. Yeah, I do quite a number of runs. If you want to type exclamation mark run, I think it's exclamation mark run will give you a spreadsheet of all of the builds runs that I've done. So I've done a number of gimmick runs and the gimmick themes. Johnny is fine for my name. Okay, cool. All right, Johnny. Yeah, I've done a bunch of them. I've done like shield only, bow only. I've done no healing. Yeah, I've done a few walkthroughs and stuff for people as well. Noah, who I think might still be lurking in chat. He needed some help and stuff, so I helped him with that. Yeah. Yeah, and Tales of. And then Red Sniper said Tales is my favorite, is a favorite of mine. It's been pretty good so far. I think there's some things that I'm not a huge fan of, but you know what? It's what's the rolling run you did? Oh right, yeah. So what I do is I kind of play a game within a game where I have modifiers that I apply to my runs that I do. And for the Electro Scout run, as I called it, was a run where I had to basically try to emulate the Flash. A viewer requested that I would do like the Flash run, so I had to try to do that. And I was like, how do I do that in Dark Souls 3? And I ended up just doing a build where I roll into people to hurt them, and I think I killed like 5 or 6 bosses by just rolling into them. Because the idea was like, I'm the Flash, I'm so fast I can just like run past people and hurt them that way, right? So, anyway, what do you mean, Professor? Only one of the designs uniforms we just obtained looks like it can be used. So is that your first Tales game? I played Tales of the Abyss for like, I feel like 10 hours, but I kind of like lost interest. I'm a little more set on getting through this game because it was a viewer request. You know, someone saved up 25,000 channel points, so I want to give it a fair shake. And I know that some JRPGs take a little bit of time to get going and stuff. I figured out how to not completely be terrible at this game, so that helps. If you guys stick around for another maybe hour and 15 minutes, we can do a raid train on someone else. That would be good. It's not out of fairness. This will look the most natural. Besides, this is a uniform is free for females. You won't be able to wear it. And why do you have design clothes too? I was going to demonstrate with the base on my own. Anyway, let's go. Yeah. Right, so Rain and stop. We've done it. Then what? We found the wanted criminal Lloyd Irving. What? Good work. Yeah. Nora, the first 2 days of me playing this game, I was so bad at it. Partly it was because I was playing as Genus. I wanted to play as Genus because I prefer playing as mages if I have the option. And yeah, it didn't work out so well playing as him. Because like you had TP. There's of reasons why. Because like you run out of TP and then you can't do anything. You have to hit him with a stick. But anyway, I want to turn him over to the 5 Grand Cardinals immediately. Let me through. Understood. Go on in. Alright, so let's see. You have a Discord name I could add. This is where I can introduce you to most of the new brothers and sisters I've met. Yeah, I think I'm Mifuki on Discord. Mefuki. I'm pretty sure. My avatar should be my logo, so. Oh. That would be great. You could do that. That would be incredible fools to attempt to escape. Lord Kavar is the cruelest of the 5 Grand Cardinals. Uh-oh. Better not let anyone hear me say things like that. Good work. Take the captured host body in. We'll check in around corners and things for treasure. That control room is in the back. No one's inside right now, so do it yourself. Okay. Normally, I think they have numbers after the name. I'm not sure if I can search with just your name. Oh, okay. 1 second. Where's my Discord? Hello, Tales and Symphonia. How do I get to that? How do I get to Discord? Discord. All right, my number then is 9819. I think 9819. So this guy. Excellent. You managed to capture the thing. You got kernels. Okay.
It looks like this is an X-Sphere manufacturing plant.
Thank you for the friend request. I'll have to. Let me get. Well, I can do this quickly right now. Friend request, but to do. Accept that sucker. Nothing wrong with accepting that friend request. Looks like this is an X-Sphere manufacturing plant.
So it would seem.
These are all X-Spheres? Incredible.
This blurry image is an X-Sphere? Ah, okay.
Shh. I hear voices coming from the next
you can
room.
hear really well now.
I don't hear anything.
Be careful anyway.
Is that Kavar? Is that Boda?
Uh-oh. These are the Desians we ran into
I
in the
remember
Triad
him.
Desert.
They still think we're Desians.
Aha, they're not designs at all. They're the what are they called? Tetha'ala?
Sir, this is the perfect chance.
Are you looking for a fight?
Wait. Kratos is with them. We'll retreat for now.
That's interesting.
You know each other?
I suppose. If you mean the fact that we ran into them at Iselia and Triet.
Good time for me. Good night, everyone. Good night, Wachula. Thank you for coming. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Take care of yourself. You and Leah both. Good luck with your streams in the future as well.
It would be in both our interests for us not to fight here.
Do what you will.
Yeah, we don't really know much about Kratos yet. So, oh! Good guardian.
Kratos!
Nope.
I'm okay.
No time for that. Look behind you.
Oh, look at this Super Saiyan looking guy. Look at those shoulders. This is World of Warcraft shoulders.
This is a surprise. When I heard we had some rats, I assumed it was the renegade Bota. But instead, I find the wanted inferior beings. But I must say that I'm quite impressed that you're still alive after that attack.
Who are you?
Smart.
You barge into my ranch and then demand my name?
Wow, Lloyd. Isn't this usually the other way around?
Genus, this is not the time.
He's Kavar, one of the 5 Desian Grand Cardinals.
He's an elf.
I see that some of you know me. It's just as Forcistus said.
Forcistus, the guy with the gun arm, dude. When you say Reformed, what do you mean specifically? What type of church? Well, I currently go to a non-denominational church because I've only been Reformed for like 4 or 5 years, and I didn't really see a need to break ties with my current members of my church. But I would say that I'm like Reformed Baptist, kind of. I refer to myself as, you know, I don't go to Reformed church, but like I basically agree with like 99% of Reformed theology, and so yeah, he's very much like me. Yeah.
That X-Sphere is without a doubt the product of my
Sully and I are both
project.
very sort of studious people, so. Whoa.
Good job, Colette. Let's go, everyone.
Good job, Colette. You made it. You made him move to the left a lot. Oh, well, good. Well, actually, I needed a white robe anyway, right? Because I guess that makes 4 of us kind of cramped. Yeah. You know, I think there's like, you can disagree on like little things and stuff, but like Reformed can be broader. It's just like to a certain extent. To like, I know there are some people. This is why I on Twitter I refer to myself as Reformed-ish, because I know that there are some people on Twitter who are like, you know, you're not Reformed unless you believe exactly all of these things and stuff. But like, you know, like I'm a 5-point pointer, and all that. You know, that's a major thing. This is why I really wanted you to meet with you when I saw he was on. Oh yeah, thanks, man.
No way.
Oh man, completely wrecked. What was that? Am I over leveled? Let's keep going here. Nope. Around that. You guys are really blind. Does this heal me still? No, the one in the last area healed me. I was saying at the ministry, I'm a member of the Christian Reformed Church. Right? Yeah, I looked into it. Like, I think you know, there was a moment where I considered going to a member of like a Reformed church, because you know I thought that would be better. But then I thought to myself, you know, there's no like the church I'm going to now. There's nothing like heretical happening, and I have relationships with those people, and you know, leaving a church is a big deal, right? It should be a big deal at least. And so if you're, you know, if there's not like a good reason for it, probably best to just stick with your people, so to speak. But yeah, that's really cool, man. Yeah, I work in a ministry at a Christian ministry right now, non-profit. And oh, there's a staircase over there. That's my day job. It's a full-time job. I basically record television. So that's I do lighting and camera, and I do a little bit of editing.
What is this?
As well. So, and even though it's
This is where the X-spheres are removed from the host
not like not like a job where I'm talking about theology that much, which is what I really love doing. It's still a really good ministry.
Do you mean that X-spheres are made
No, X-spheres are made from human bodies.
Not exactly. X-spheres are dormant at first. They extract nourishment from humans to grow and awaken. Human ranches are X-sphere manufacturing plants. Why else would we spend our time raising and taking care of these inferior beings?
I see. Okay.
That's terrible.
Terrible?
I should have seen this coming.
Terrible is what
This
you've
plot
done.
point.
Stealing and using X-spheres that we've invested so much time and care in creating. You deserve to be punished.
Awesome. I'm off to bed. Have a blessed night.
We're
Yeah.
surrounded.
Bless you, Red Sniper. Thank you for coming. Thank you for rating and for following. Appreciate it. Take care of yourself.
Lord,
Stay safe.
Your X-sphere was to be an offering to Lord Yggdrasil.
Oh, Lord Yggdrasil. But it's not just a tree in this. Good night, Red. You look forward to taking a stream as well in the future. Yeah. I joined the Unashamed Network because I wanted to be in more community with sort of other Christian streamers and stuff. So, hopefully I can keep my networking options open and stuff.
It's time you gave it back.
Yggdrasil. I suppose that's the name of your leader.
Yes. Now, for the sake of our great leader, Lord Yggdrasil, and for the sake of my own success, I need an X-sphere.
Interesting. So Lloyd's X-sphere is a special X-sphere.
Again? What's so special about my X-sphere?
That is the result of years of time-consuming
What?
research.
You're kidding.
I can finally reclaim what was stolen by that filthy female host body.
What are you talking about? The female host body?
Oh,
You're
his
not
mother.
talking about...
You don't know anything, do you?
Have you heard of the Reformed Gamers, apart from what was mentioned today? Reformed Gamers, I think so. I think I follow them on Twitter. The term sounds familiar, yeah.
That X-sphere was cultured on host body A012. Human name, Anna. Your mother. She took it and escaped from the facility. Of course, she paid for her crime with her life.
Oh, man.
You killed my...
Now, don't blame me. I'm not the one that killed Anna. Your father did.
Oh, really?
Liar!
Please. When her key crestless X-sphere was removed, Anna turned into a monster. And your father killed her. Pathetic, don't you think?
She turned into a monster. I'm sure that... I mean, that's an element of fair. Maybe...
Do not speak ill of the dead.
Who cares? We're both just a couple of filthy humans. Worthless maggots.
Never talk about my
I did not think there was gonna be like a racist element in this game. I wasn't sure what to expect.
I'm gonna use the last one, Grandpa.
Oh, she's been. I was kind of wondering why there's like those weird monsters that she was using in battle.
Your orders, sir?
Let them go. We can find them anytime by following the chosen signature trail.
Oh, signature
Right
trail.
now, the more pertinent task is retrieving the
bugged?
X-spheres. Find the renegades.
Thank
Then
you,
what's the
Sheena.
deal here? Get another post. Boom. Okay.
Don't mention
Thank
it.
you for the
But what are you gonna do now?
the invite. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. But what are you doing to do now? Yeah, it's a group of reformed peeps who game as the name implies. Lots of people in it. Cool. Yeah. Reformed gamers. I'll have to like look it up in more detail. But yeah, I do follow some like Christian streamers and stuff on Twitter. So yeah, thank you for letting me know about that, Johnny. I'll mention it. But what are you going to do now?
Let's return to Lewin first.
I concur.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a whole big plot twist there. So there's a. Oh, you can totally get in here. Look at this. That's a grate right there. We have a whole plot. So basically, it's just sort of like a Soylent Green and his people kind of thing, right? X fears his people. It's like that. And the weirdness that is, like, Lloyd has an X-Sphere, and so does everyone else. They all have X-Spheres.
X-Spheres are made from human lives.
And they use it. Like, Kratos has one, and it's right there on his hand, and it's made of a human being.
This is Marble's life.
Sure, sure is.
This thing!
Lloyd, wait. What will you accomplish by taking that off? It's not just an X-Sphere. It's also your mother's life, remember?
But she stole it though, right? So it's not like, was it like, I'm assuming it was like specially manufactured or something.
But these things make a mockery of human life.
But we would have lost long ago had we not had them.
Don't you think I know that?
Do you really? If you throw away that X-Sphere now, do you think you can finish this journey?
Master Miller, being the voice of reason, Kratos.
Yeah, I know. Without
That's
these things,
Cam
we're
Clark
just a
doing the
bunch of
voice
weak
of
humans.
Kratos.
We can fight because we have these. I know that.
That's another interesting thing. I will hand to the game. It's very uncommon to give an explanation as to why your characters are more powerful than the average citizen. Like in Dungeons & Dragons, it's sort of like just a foregone conclusion that player characters are stronger than citizens, than just NPCs and stuff. You're stronger, you're smarter, you don't die as easily.
X-Spheres exist as a result of taking someone's life.
Here, I actually try to like explore that theme.
And those people didn't become victims because they wanted to. But I doubt they would want to be thrown away after being turned into X-Spheres.
My opinion may not matter much because I don't use an X-Sphere. But I believe the Designs will defeat us if we throw away our X-Spheres now. And if that happens, more people will lose their lives to these stones. I don't want that to happen. I don't want this journey to be meaningless.
Colette's right. We can throw away the X-Spheres at any time, but right now, we must carry the weight of the hopes and dreams of those victims. And fight for their sake, as well as ours. Didn't you say you weren't going to hesitate anymore?
No, you can say no. I think Kratos is right here.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but you're right. Mom's regrets and wishes dwell in this thing to prevent creation.